YouTube, Cliff Jumper 1984, Red Rocks, the Alcoholic Autobot. So, down around my parents' house, I was driving, and there's two major streets that go past a little shopping center where they've got a giant food store, and I noticed they had a Just Press Play there a few weeks ago, which I thought was awesome because this one's only like 5 miles from my house, as to where the two other stores, one's like 20, 30 some, and the other one's like 20 some. And I don't know if you have what it is. It's basically like how Funko Land used to be, where they do all consoles, all games, and you know, it's a little bit more of that retro stuff. And that's a little bit more where I'm in. You know, they've got a wide variety of used Super Nintendo games and Nintendo games and a bunch of other consoles. It's kind of actually weird to see an Atari go for, what is it, $59.99 used over there. I could have swore I've got a lot cheaper in the late 90s. But I've been there. This would be the third weekend it's open. It opened 3 Saturdays ago. I've been there only twice and got... First time I went, I got 2 Nintendo games, and last week I got 1. You know, I only spent, I think, not even $10 between each visit, or both visits together. And I noticed under where they got some of the rarer games and more expensive games, you know, when the glass counters there at the shelf, or, you know, where you pay for your stuff, they have the Mega Man games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, just the cart only. And then they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the box with the manual, with the sleeve, with the cellophane, but it's cut up top and it was opened. And then they're in the NES hard shell cases for, like, I don't know if it's AFA grading or whatever. I collect Transformers, so I don't know if they use that or whatever thing they use to grade it. My friend Chris, who went with me, asked about Mega Man 4 they had that was in the box with the case and everything. They wanted $44.99 or $95 or something for it, which I thought's a damn good price. I see that go complete on like eBay for like more than that. But I was really interested in picking up Mega Man 6, just the cart, and they want $25 for it, $24.99, whatever. And I think that's a good price. I don't. It gets bashed because it has such a, you know, it's the last of the series in the NES, and there's so much redundancy in the series, of course, leading up to it. And I think it's more of the better games in the series. Of course, it's the later one. The graphics are a lot better, and there's certain ports in the game where you get some of the different powers, where you get the rush adapter, to where you can do a Power Mega Man where his punches bust through the blocks, or Jetpack Mega Man to get up to other areas. And you can choose kind of which direction you want to go to in the stage. You kind of got like 2 ways to go to. It's not in every stage, I don't think. It's been a while since I played it. I have beaten every Mega Man game on NES. The reason, I guess, you know, why would I want like 6 that much? It's one of the least ones I've played. I've owned 2, 3, 4, and 5 before, and I've gotten rid of them. I currently own 2 again. I have 1, 2, and 3 on the Virtual Console on my Wii, which I also have 9 and 10. I mean, the bosses, compared to some of the other games, like I kind of like the concept of the bosses in Mega Man 3 and 4 and 5. 1 was very basic, but they didn't think it was going to be as big as it was or is, or how Capcom let it die today. And you know, it wasn't a Capcom title either. It was published by Nintendo because they were working, or was more focused on 7 and X for the Super Nintendo at the time, because it was one of the later games in the NES library towards the end of when they called it quits for the console. So I think I'm gonna pick that up. And when I do, I might do like a walkthrough on it. Maybe not, I shouldn't say a walkthrough, I just might review it and compare it to some of the other games. I might play a bit of the other games at first and compare it to them, like graphic wise. I mean, we all know the controls are pretty much spot on in the series. I mean, the jumps feel a little short at times. Maybe that's my only issue, but that's if it's the same in another game. I don't think it's a flaw, I guess, because you have to time your jumps perfectly. The series is kind of hard depending on the regular gamer. Like, I mean, I can still do 2, 3, and 4 like nothing. 5, and 6 I could probably get through pretty decently. So it depends if you're just picking up for the first time or not. I can honestly say I haven't beaten 9 or 10 yet. We're going to put a link below of my top 10 NES games of all time. And they're in 2 parts. So maybe you want to check that out. And when I'm going to get the cart, I'll post a review or something of it, okay? So, you know what you should do, though? There's a button right above here where my finger is. Hit it to subscribe. Take it easy.